this coin toss presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Harding is on the field to kick this one off, and everyone in the stadium is ready for this game to get started. He's to the 20, and he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. Throws complete, and he's hit right away.
Jones makes the tackle at the 29-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 5.
From their own 29-yard line. Second down. Fires out to his receiver, and he's tackled at the 42. What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
Fires out to his wideout. He's tackled at the 47-yard line.
When you can move the ball downfield in big chunks like that, you've got the defense right where you want them.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 47. He gets out to about the 45-yard line. He holds on to it and gets maybe 2 yards.
This safety did just a great job of reacting to the run and getting in there to make the tackle.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Finds his man, and they take him down immediately. It's 3rd down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. Might have been some early movement up front.
False start, offense.
It'll be 3rd down again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more yards to pick up for the first down.
Quick throw out to the receiver.
The defense was ready for that pass and catch, and they did a good job to hold them for such a short game.
Robinson will be the return man. Little too much leg into that punt. They'll bring it out to the 20. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field. They tried a little play fake that time and got maybe a yard. From their own 21-yard line, it's 2nd down. The Black Knights linebacker came out of the game with an injury earlier, but he's warming up on the sideline. Looks like he'll be back in this one. He gets out to about the 22-yard line.
Gaining 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And he hits him hard at the 33. From their own 33-yard line, it's 1st down. He's taken down around the 35-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Coming to you, coming to you. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Set, wing 19.
Tackled after decent pickup. And they'll look to convert here on another 3rd down. It's knocked away, incomplete. Howard was the intended target. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
On third down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
Moore, the return man. Gets to about the 34-yard line. And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter. Jefferson gets the call. Runs it left for a decent gain.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Two down. Let's go. Hey, Mike, 53.
So at the end of one quarter, still no score. Even first quarter as we head into quarter number 2.
We want it. Come in my world. Finds the
Finds his man. First down. Tackle at the 46-yard line. So they gain 6 yards on the play and pick up the first down.
Short throws like this are very effective because they tend to wear down the defense over the course of a game, especially when they get you a first down and keep the offense on the field.
It was a great read by the quarterback there to take the snap and throw it quickly to get the first. From their own 46-yard line. Second down. Throws it in a hurry. And he tackles him hard at the 46. Hit out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Robinson back to return it. Gets to about the 24-yard line. This is the point in the game where you don't want to make any mistakes that give the other guys a reason to feel more confident going into halftime. Tackle made at the 27. So they pick up 3 on the option keeper.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 27. And they push him out at the 35-yard line. They'll bring him down right around the 44-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Nice run to the left there. Gains his way to the 43-yard line. Army will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Scrambling around. They'll make the sack.
The defenders played the snap count perfectly. They found the path into the backfield and didn't let the quarterback get away.
throws. This one will fall incomplete.
Alston intended to receive on the play. Fourth down.
Trying to change the field position with this kick. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Both offenses have played it pretty close to the vest so far in this one.
Yeah, because they've been so conservative, it's made it pretty easy for both of these defenses to be pretty dominant. Let's see an offense open it up and take a few chances.
You always want to go in the locker room with momentum, so as we get closer to halftime, I think we'll see more and more attempts to create big plays. Gets rid of it quickly, and a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
That's pretty impressive. Accuracy is important, but just as important is having receivers that can make plays.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Pass.
Quick throw, picked off. He just jumped up and snatched that ball.
Well, there, I don't think the quarterback even saw him. The defender went up into the air and made a great catch.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I know he ain't got it.
They bring the quarterback down.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
Defense looking for another sack here on this 2nd and 13 situation.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
And he throws it away. They tried to fool him by running the same play again.
Well, fooled no one there, Brad.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he's tackled right away.
That's a job. That'll bring up fourth and 5.
They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster this quarterback some more.
Brought down at the 30. Nice game for the halfback.
That time they kept it on the ground with the counter play. The blocking was great up front, and the tailback was able to get into the open field and do some special things.
Makes the catch, and look out. And they make the stop at the 41. The Broncos use their second timeout. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. One more play now before we hit halftime, so they'll most likely throw one towards the end zone here. Interception. So at the end of the half, no score here.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. Tied at the half, each team's move has been countered by the other. So far, nobody's been able to establish checkmate or really even generate much momentum. So what is each team, what's the most important thing for the second half for one team to gain an edge in this game?
Well, it seems like there has been an answer, and at some point, you just got to get your offense and defense both working together. When you do score, how about you get a stop so you can get your offense back and continue to add to the lead? And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, the game swings and it goes one way and you can't stop it, and then it comes back the other way. So I think maybe it's a special teams play. Maybe it's something off the radar that you're used to, maybe a big punt return, a blocked punt, but so far the offenses and defenses seem even. Maybe you can get an edge on the special teams.
That's it for us here in the studio. What are you going to do in the second half while the game's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to kick back and watch all these monitors.
We'll keep you up to date on everything going on around the country. Right now, time for the second half with Brad and Kirk.
All right, Reese, David, thanks, guys. Just about set to start the third quarter. Robinson fields it at the 2. He's taken down at the 23-yard line. I think it says something about the quality of the preparation of both teams that we're into the third quarter and nobody's been able to pull away. Both sides seem to know what to expect. Grabs a pitch, looking for the corner. Decent run here, right side. So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. And down he goes at the 31.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
And he's taken down at the 33-yard line. From their own 33-yard line. First down. Gets to about the 34-yard line. Gets out to about the 35-yard line.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
We've got 3rd and 8. Ball on the 35-yard line. And it's almost picked off.
Alston was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 4th and 8.
Doesn't look like he's going to have much time to get rid of this punt.
20-yard punt. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Now's when you start to approach each drive thinking that if you take the lead, then the momentum you gain feels that much more powerful. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Tyler gets 6 yards on the carry.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Slides down.
Slides on the ball. Gain of 12 yards. First down.
Pulls down the catch, and he's got room here. He's at the 20, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 18.
That makes it 1st and 10.
From the 18-yard line, first down. He fights forward to about the 16.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
Roger. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Just throws this one away. It's 3rd and 8. Ball on the 16-yard line. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 4th and 2.
Western Michigan could take the lead with this field goal. Looks like he flinched down there on the line.
False start. Offense.
Once you're set, you've got to stay that way. The slightest flinch is going to be enough to draw the flag.
So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. The kick is up, and it's good. They line up to kick this one away. Murphy from the 4. And down he goes at the 26. The Broncos continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. He's tackled at the 19-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and long coming up here. Ball on the 19-yard line. And he's tackled at the 16-yard line.
That's a loss of 3 yards on the play. 3rd and 9.
Double tight, double tight. Pull down, pull down. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Zips it to the tailback, incomplete.
Robinson is the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 4th and 1.
Harding is waiting for the snap. Moore fields it at the 41. Tackle at the 43. Brilliant work by both defenses through 3 quarters of play. Who can open it up in the 4th quarter? Whoever does has got a great chance to win. Western Michigan in front, 3-0. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action. Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. And now he's got room to run. Gets out to around the 35. Nice blocking on the counter, and he was able to pick up around 8 yards.
2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Jones gets the ball loose. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Western Michigan is up a field goal. Lets it fly. Got it, complete, and he's out of bounds. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
The ruling on the field stands.
So the call on the field stands.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing short. I'm playing wrong.
He's taken down around the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, for a defensive back, this kid is a sure tackler, and he showed it right there.
2nd and 13.
It's 2nd down now, 13 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Pull down, pull down. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Mike.
Makes the catch, and he's got nowhere to go. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Third down again. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. There's a strike complete. The Black Knights taking their first time out of the half.
I know the defense would have liked to have prevented such a big gain, but the important thing is that they held and brought up fourth down.
Just under 2 minutes in the game. He gets it up, and he's got it. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He'll take it from the 2. The Black Knights were really mistaken if they looked at this game as a gimme.
Well, they've been in a dogfight the entire ball game. Let's see what they can do with this final drive. They still have time here to be able to pull out and try to get a win.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Caught out in the open. He's out of bounds around the 19-yard line. 1 yard on the play.
It's a nice play by the defense to shut down all the lanes, so this halfback wasn't able to make anything happen on that play.
From their own 19-yard line. Second down. He scrambles, runs with it, and he's got room. They'll bring him down at the 38.
This is big-time resiliency by this offense. They're really doing everything that they need to do to put themselves in a position to have a chance to get points on the board.
Now he's scrambling, and he's going to come up with a sack.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
Third down and very long here. The defensive line can pin their ears back and come after the quarterback. He's on the run. Just a tremendous job by that defense, and their coordinator did a super job there to keep it this close in this ball game, and now the offense has got a chance to win it. This is their last chance. They need a big play here. Wow, you just got to love it for this defense. They come up with the stop of the ball game and maybe the season. This is where the offense has to come to the forefront. They work all week for situations like this. They've got the lead, they've got a chance to add to it, and that'd mean a victory. Tackled after a decent run up the gut. Jefferson gains around 6 yards on the run. So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Under a minute left in the game. Tackle made at the 20-yard line.
That's a good run on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Up the middle for a nice gain.
That's a deep on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
That's going to do it for this one. Our final score, 6-0, Western Michigan.
The Black Knights, nothing.
That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.